Reddit by user 23z7. Title: What's the most ridiculous fed up thing you've done for money? NSFW. Comment by Slowdance Chubby, fought in the Middle East. Lol. Comment by Buttons McBoomboom. In high school I worked at an automatic car wash. It was a touch-free system, but the sensors failed a lot and would misjudge the length of the cars. The padded arm would hit the vehicles all the time. It was cheaper to pay an idiot to stand with his hand on the emergency shutoff all day getting sprayed in the face with hot mist than to fix the sensors. It was a long, hot summer for this idiot. Comment by Moto Bai, showed my PP in 4th grade for $5. No regrets. Edit, got $5 and a silver award for my PP. Reply by 23z7, reaction to this depends on who you showed it to, 4th grade girls on playground versus dude in a van down by the river. Comment by Kgood, my older brother used to keep his porno mags at the very top shelf of my closet. Perfect place where nobody could reach and my mother would never look. One day I had discovered them while my little boy friends were over playing N64, tomboy little sister here FYI, so of course they all started fighting over it and asked if they could take certain pages. So I requested $1 per page and that quickly moved on up to $5 page. Word got around recess that I was hustling porno pages for cash. Racked up some good dollar that year for a 10-year-old. Brother had no idea and obviously couldn't ask his little sister where his mags were. It was the perfect hustle. Comment by Inhale Vegetables, when I was 8 years young I pissed in the sink at school for $1. He did not pay me the dollar, and then he told on me. I really needed that dollar too. Comment by Fast Walking Short Guy, I wrote term papers and research papers for $20 per page for rich idiots when I was in college. I could have been expelled if I was caught, and I realized later that I probably should have been charging way more since I was earning degrees for other people who now probably make way more money than I do. Comment by Tinantuff, I had a guy send me $150 so he could send his own dick pics to me for a week. Comment by Morbiskin, I, mid-20s male, was a bartender at Pretty Divey Bar in my hometown for a little while after college. It was run by an alcoholic speed freak and he's well-meaning but not at all bar business savvy wife. It was a disaster of all sorts but I needed money and the commute was short. Anyway, after 6 months of fairly slow business they instituted Ladies' Night on Wednesday, cheap drink specials and male dancers. The dancers were B-Squad Chippendale dancer types but the 50-year-old housewives loved it and they dropped cash both in my jar and down the dancers' pants. Now, we didn't have the license to go nude so the gents just went to tight, tiny shorts. Well, as far as ideas went it wasn't bad. After a month of these we were getting in 25 to 30 extra bodies in the door on otherwise dead Wednesdays. Our few regulars, a bunch of male UPS drivers just coming off shift, just sat facing away from the stage and would randomly hook up with heated up ladies. Well, one day the dancer didn't show. I don't know if it was traffic or if his spirit finally broke, but he was more than an hour late and not picking up the phone when we called. The ladies were drunk and it was getting a little ugly. The owners, myself and my female bar back were at a loss as to what to do. We didn't want to lose what little business we had built up, but we didn't have anyone to dance. We jokingly even asked the UPS guys if one was willing to do a special delivery in exchange for free drinks. They weren't drunk enough to take up our cause. So, I stepped up and decided to do it myself. I'm not an ugly guy but I am definitely not in the shape that people would pay to see undressed. I also have a negative sense of rhythm. I can't even clap in time. Elaine Bennis dances better than me. But the show must go on. I took a shot of Jack for Courage, threw on the Tesla CD that someone had left in the sound system and took the stage. Fortunately the ladies were drunk enough that they cheered me on as I awkwardly gyrated and shook my ass. I threw my shirt at them and whipped my belt above my head while wearing Red Wing service shoes. It was ridiculous. Still, I went the whole way and worked the audience by dancing on a couple of laps. I was groped, and money was put down my Dickies work pants. A couple of 50-year-olds had my crotch thrown at their face while they screamed with joy. I did 2 songs before I took a bow and wandered off stage, out of breath. It was pathetic but enough to soothe the beast of their desire. They were back the next week to see the new dancer we hired and they smiled and tipped extra for the rest of my run at that bar. I made $25 and it is the $25 I am least proud of. Comment by Butt Isatok, I chugged hot dog water at a frat cookout for $150 once.